Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. It's noisy around here. Second day of the 400 project. I'm just warming up to take the choke off. That cut out. Ah, come on. I'm just warming up these two bikes. I've been in there a little while. The Benelli's a great bike. It's ready for sale actually. I'm just waiting on a logbook, and actually I prefer to borrow it out again. So if anyone wants a learner bike, basically you give me £500, I hold the £500, you borrow the bike, I give you the logbook, you tax it, you insure it, and then when you've passed your test or had enough of it, you give it back to me. The nice thing about that is I do all the maintenance because I like the bike. It's my bike, I enjoy it, so I do all the maintenance. I make sure it's MOT'd. If anything breaks, you bring it back, I fix it if it's fixable, and so on. Yeah, so if anyone does want that bike, it's basically a borrow, 500 cash. If you write it off, wreck it, or end up wanting to keep it, that's it. The 500 is enough, but ideally I get it back. And I think that's worked really well. It worked really well for Aidan. From the race is going for MOT next week. I've checked everything and generally it's okay. Great sounding bike this is. It's actually a really lovely bike. I really enjoy riding it. And then you've got my Bandit back there, which is for sale, but honestly I don't push it at all because I like it, I want to keep it. Recently I pulled off the blue flame badge because it got caught in the garage and it started sticking out. It's really annoying that they just glue them on now. It makes it look like a fake, but it's not. It's a genuine blue flame exhaust. It sounds amazing. We know that sounds great. We've heard that quite a lot. Yeah, and then we're going to be working on this 400 today. I'm going to follow the kind of same rules we did last time with the Suzuki GS 500s. I know I called it a Honda CB 500 lots last time. It's a GS 500 2-cylinder. I'll let the guys generally get on with it. I'll stand back a little, I'll film from a distance, I'll come in and tell you what they're doing, what we're doing. They can ask me for help, or I'll just be helping out. So yeah, so that's kind of going to be the video for today. It'll be this, back to normal, starting running, riding, hopefully, and good to go. And the reason I've started the Thunder race is because it's due an MOT. I'm going to put it through next week, next Saturday. I'm praying it passes. I think we're asking a lot for it to pass, but I'm just praying it does so that I can then get it sold on. Someone's going to get a really good bike for about £1,000 actually, and I have no doubt this bike will run for a long time. You've got at least another couple of years out of it after the work I've done. So yeah, waiting for the guys. They'll be here soonish and we'll get on with this project. So what we're doing now is we're putting in the two outside new spark plugs, hoping they screw in, and we'll then be looking at firing it up and maybe considering doing the middle two plugs. Yeah, that one I leave.
Yeah, you don't even feel like my bike up other fucking easily.
Yeah, I know, but you should just go hands on. At the end of the day, you've got nothing to do with that.
Well, I just don't want to fuck it up any worse than you.
Yeah, but then what? If me or Charlie ends up doing it, then, you know, you might as well do it yourself.
What's that?
As in, I'm just saying to you, you should be more hands on with his bike. I can't get it all.
Yeah, that's been in there.
Right, back to the point.
I think just really gentle. Try and hold it straight as well. So hold the yeah, that's it. Then get your leverage. Bend that one down for your leverage. That's it. There you go.
Go to the left.
Wait, hang on, shoot.
That's right.
That way, yeah.
Maybe you
Yeah,
try.
right side, yeah, but lefty loose.
That's the...
Yeah, no, towards us. No, towards us. Hang on. Towards us.
You guys should have a go.
Oh yeah,
I'll turn it the wrong fucking way.
Towards us.
Yeah, this is that, yeah.
Going towards...
Yeah, towards.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you do
just
that
turn
way,
it to the
yeah,
right.
start
Yeah,
clockwise,
towards
Going
us.
towards
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Now just
That's it. Yeah.
okay, those two should be fine.
Worth doing these to get it done.
That one's a lot easier.
Yeah, that was no effort.
No, it's all awkward here, isn't it? That one's quite hard.
Oh.
It won't work. You have to grip with your hand. Last two plugs did come out.
Like touching it, it's like so oily.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't. It's literally covered in something. That's not a damn.
There you go. So close.
I'm so close, but there's no room here, man.
Oh no.
I need to get some long nose pliers.
There you go, sit going, man.
How dark's it?
Pretty bad.
Terrible, yeah.
Yeah.
It's wet, look.
Yeah, it's wet. This spot
Oil.
is finished. I think he may have changed the spots, because the spots actually don't look old.
No, we just cooked it.
Yeah, but doing that and then filling up the oil above full,
Where's the other one?
silly.
Where's the other one?
The new one.
Did this always smoke on startup?
Not really.
No.
It was alright. Maybe like a little
No?
bit, but nothing.
I didn't remember seeing
It wasn't too bad, was it?
Or did you top up, have you topped up the oil since you bought it?
No, I haven't touched it.
Yeah.
You probably got it in your pocket.
They've got the... Oh, yeah. No, I haven't touched it.
Oh, no.
Right, since I bought it. How do we do it? You can't really tighten this one with your hand, can you? It's not a space.
You're gonna have to do the same thing.
yeah, just drop it in.
No, you're doing it. Drop it in.
Oh, you need them both. You need that one and that.
Oh, on top of it, yeah.
Wait, put that one in on that side, Edward.
No, no. There's better.
We had to change the spark plugs on CE200. Did you?
They weren't that old.
They weren't old, but I think so. The battery went flat,
Yeah.
and then we couldn't jump or anything, so we decided to get a new battery.
Okay.
I think it was the battery that was.
You bought one of them, a lightweight one.
No, just put it in there and they'll start. Just keep
Yeah.
turning
Yeah,
it,
they're
even if
good.
it doesn't feel like a thing.
How's it now?
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, it
It's
runs
fine.
underneath. You press the
Listen.
button like this,
Yeah.
it turns on straight away.
So the jetting, has the jetting been changed?
No?
So the jetting's right in here. It took me so long to do that. It took me weeks.
I'll bring it in.
It'll just stop. It'll just stop.
Yeah, when it heats up, bring it down.
Stop giving up on yourself.
Yeah, you don't feel it doing anything until it
And
actually
it just
bites.
stops randomly,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
But that's nice, that means it's
Yeah.
going in well.
And once it stops randomly, you just chuck this on top.
That's about it.
No, keep spinning it until it stops in your hand.
And then a
That's
tiny
stopping now.
little nip with that.
No, put that back on, put that back over and you tighten it with it. Just a little touch.
Yeah, just a
No,
tiny
no,
nip.
just
Not even a
just
quarter.
movement, yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
And the same with the other one. Got it. Jeez, that new jumper.
No. From Amsterdam, no.
Silly joking.
I feel like you need to tell him every time you get a new pair of clothing, if you've got 2 sips, text him first.
See if I approve. I'm proud of you, Miles. I'll just break. I know I'll break it. You won't break it. Heavy-handed.
Try and stay straight, yeah.
I don't even think you are heavy-handed.
I'm being deliberately not heavy-handed.
And that's exactly what you do. So that means you have control over your hands.
There we go. Right there. Well, no, give it a little turn.
Yeah, you've
It's on
got this
now.
there, yeah. Tiny little nip. Yeah. Well, it's been on there already anyway.
That's this one here.
Far side is, this one is 1 and,
Yes, this one and 2, yeah?
yeah.
And where's this one on here? I just popped it up. Well, actually, I don't even know it's mold.
There you see.
Oh, yeah. Does that go? That's gonna have to come back.
Yeah, go back through, yeah. Make sure they're all popped down now. Did we talk them all? Yeah, we did. Yeah, that one can go further, see. Make sure that's fully seated and that far side.
Yeah, that's fully seated. That one is as well.
There's some fuel in the carb, so you can see if it...
That sounds a lot better.
No bottle.
Yeah.
Think fine.
Sweet. That's good.
Cool.
Awesome.
So, tank on, let's try and get that hose on better this time.
That second one, the first one,
That's the fuel one. The second one's just air.
Miles, you're doing it this time. I'm not joking.
Yeah. It's annoying. If you need to cut away some of that,
Some of this spring.
you can do. That spring's not doing anything.
Yeah, true. I think maybe because you have to push it back quite a bit. Or you could just leave it on there, just grab it from there. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
move it on.
And just get it on
And
a
is this
little
the
bit
second
further.
one, yeah?
We can always throw a cable tie on it if needed.
Now, Miles,
Are you sure you don't have a go?
I see you. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. You need to learn. No, I'm just a current.
Where's it going? I don't even know where it's going yet.
It's alright, you just hold it for now. Yeah, so that
There, yeah.
onto there, as kind of as far as you can.
Yeah, forget the spring. Push the spring back and then push. I only managed to get it over the top part.
Which is how it was anyway yesterday.
I'll forget to.
Fuel pipes are always so awkward.
Can't forget to. No, I can't get to. Right?
Goes on a little bit.
Let's try just gripping it with some pliers. If we're further down, it shouldn't. If you grip it just above the. There you go. There you go.
Oh shit,
Oh, you need to lower the tank a touch.
Fuck's sake, I kind of get it over the edge and then just hold that down, it just pops out. Shall I do it?
You want to try them? Try gripping it with these. Once you've got it on the touch.
And when you grip it with them, you just slide it.
Yeah, just grip it further down.
Oh, and then.
And then, yeah.
I see it.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
close, man. Trying to get it over the lip.
It's not quite far anyway.
I'm trying to get it on the lip.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, right.
And
Is
then-
the back one up?
No, so we need to come around this way. We could drop a little bit more than that. And straight out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll drop a bit more while we're here.
Yeah.
There's no point. I've seen it before, it ruins engines.
saying to Kish, see if on a cold morning, if it's not starting, what do you think I should do? Just leave
Choke.
it. Just choke. That's what I did though, and that's how we kind of ended up here.
Is it Kesh? I'm sure I called you Tesh on camera.
I don't know. No. It's actually Kish.
It's Kesh.
Kish. K-I.
Oh,
No,
it was your idea. I mean, you said use that tool. What was interesting was when we saw it up your end, I think the pistons were up on them sides.
So you couldn't.
And that made it look flush. That made it look like there wasn't enough of a hole.
Right.
That's something to consider in the future because I never even thought about that. I thought we had a flush problem, and there weren't. There was a hole in the end.
So it's easy to get out.
Not easy. It got lucky. Not easy.
Right.
It's not something I'd do easily. The only reason I did it was because you guys, you know that, like, if it messes up, it messes up. Like, it's no worse than it was.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I attempted it. Right, how are we looking? It's still right, yeah.
I'm not. It's better, and it's just at the full. I think we'll leave it to that. Yeah, it's just at the full. I've just seen it before.
It'll be a breakthrough. But to be fair, breakthrough doesn't have it does get a bit darker, but it doesn't really change.
Alright.
Should we give it a go?
I
Don't know how to.
I think that can we just try it as it is?
Not
I think
really.
the back-
Not put the tank back on.
Yeah, that's what I do.
These off the engine. And then that's why it's orange in the bottom. I forgot, I'm guessing now. Orange on the top, I believe. Just remove the opposites. That's all done. This pipe's a pain, it wasn't actually connected, but I think it's just an overflow. And then you've got suction pipe to the right. I might have to check the camera again. So where's the actual fuel? Right, is it that? No, that's the fuel line. Okay, so on the tank, this one's on the right, this one's on the left.
Oh, I remember the
And that's just the overflow.
Yeah,
Like that and that. Should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
I've got a booster, don't worry about the battery.
Yeah, cool. Because I'm pretty sure I killed the battery trying to get it going.
No, I don't mind the sitting position.
You look so small. It does, doesn't it? Probably fly though, you're so light, you'll probably get so much out of it.
What engine size is this?
Thousands. But it's different, it's a touring engine.
Thunder Ace. I've heard of the Thunder Cat. I think
The cats are nice as well.
yeah, they're gorgeous.
Yeah. The Ace is, well, that was my first 1000cc bike, not this one, but an old one. First bike I learned how to wheelie. First bike I really enjoyed riding. Yeah.
Would you say it's different to we?
On that,
No,
on
I
that-
mean in general. Like if you
on,
have enough
on
power-
smaller engines, it's on that you just whip the throttle back, or if you whip the throttle back, you come off and back on, and the suspension does it for you.
Yeah.
So I in the end I could wheelie that, dropping the clutch as well. And my mate had a Bandit actually.
Right.
We used to go to a local road and just wheelie up and down. And anytime the police turn up, as long as they didn't actually see you do it, what you do is you do a stint up and down, and then you stop and rest. And they always came at that time, and they knew what you were doing. Right, here, what you guys have got? That one there, yeah? I've got oil on now. Yeah. No,
This one?
that one. Yeah.
Just go straight onto here?
Yeah, straight on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the cracking. Roughly, yeah. Then you've got to get put on.
Do I have to pull the string back up?
Well, you don't have to, like, whatever works best for you.
I definitely want to keep it past the end or something.
Try this one out of curiosity. Let me warm it up.
No, I haven't actually got my stuff with me.
You got a link?
He's going to buy it. I've got a link in there.
Yeah, no, just got that local one.
Just try it.
Don't worry, you won't buy it.
I will kill myself, trust me.
You are.
I know, I'm not
You should try every bike anyone lets you try. Every bike, every chance you get to try bikes. Try bikes. Always. But then you know. Then you know if you like, you know, big twins in like fours.
I just don't trust myself to that.
Fiddly, that, isn't it?
So good. Well, what was that? Keep going. How would I get it up further then, Charlie? You reckon that's the time?
It wasn't that far on.
Initially.
It's kind of like that. And it's so tight that it should be alright. You can throw a cable tie around it, but it shouldn't really need it. You try, do you want to try pliers?
That's got a little slit in it, so I think cars will rip it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's on for now. We could try it like that.
Yeah, I mean it should be fine.
And then which one's the other?
So there's one on the right now.
Is it this one or this one?
Yeah, no, it's that one. It's
This
the
one?
No,
It's this one.
it's that one, yeah. The other one's just an overflow, it doesn't even need to.
And this one just goes with that black one coming down, yeah?
Let's see.
It goes into...
No, this one. Yeah, it's down here at the back.
Oh, so did you put it on... Oh, as in...
So can we take around like that? There you go. See it there?
Oh,
It's a suction, it's just a suction one.
Yep.
So see the tank just so it's a bit better. There you go. The battery's quite awkward for the box, so let's hope it fires.
Yeah.
Has it got a centre stand switch?
It's got... So what?
Has it got a switch on it? This?
I don't know.
That's a switch. It won't start while it's down, will it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I never do. No, some do, some don't.
Yeah, actually no, it should start.
Go full choke.
Full choke?
No, Jack, he's good.
Yeah.
So we put in the outside spark plugs, we're just trying to fire it up. It also needs to suck a few.
We don't even need the neutral, we just want the positive.
Let's double check the oil.
Yeah, go on.
Tiny top up.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
You get stressed out still though, why?
That's just my that's how my face works.
You should be happy, Miles.
Yeah, no, I will be.
That your face.
Should be tears of joy.
Tears of joy. Let me wipe that before it goes on the exhaust. Yeah, warm it up, let it run for 5 minutes.
Run it out, let's
so we know it's actually doing it.
going.
Japanese wiggle. Yeah, just do that. Do it. Keep vibrating.
Why don't you shove some WD down there?
Yeah, WD, that's what I
worked for a while, wasn't it?
Well, I always just use the Japanese wiggle. It doesn't fail me. Look, whilst I teach it.
No, I got it.
Yeah, also that will charge the battery.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Smooth.
She runs. Live. Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I
Honestly,
like.
a lifesaver.
When that came out yesterday, I swear I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought
I was expecting
You got lucky the first time, the second one.
I thought we'd mess around and then it'd be, take the engine out.
I think that's rule of thumb on this, right? Only you trying to spark cars, give it WD-40 the day before.
Yeah.
These ones should be alright though, we didn't ship them
I should have to change those again while I own the bike.
No way.
Not in the next time. Not
I'm
yet.
6 months in it.
Easily.
These last 6 months.
The oil's fine.
Yeah, it should just be good to go.
It should be absolutely fine. It seems fine.
Yeah, man. Like I said, you're right.
That's just the old oil that came up top.
Yeah.
It'll burn that out.
What bike did you have then?
That was the CBR 125.
We had MS6s at the time.
Yeah, it's right. There's no compression, man. They kept losing compression. Wow. The engine just kept dying.
I guarantee you,
It was
if we
easy
knew
fix.
Charlie at the time, Charlie would
Yeah,
sort
it
it out.
probably wasn't easy fix. Yeah, 'cause there wasn't full compression, 100%. Well, yeah, that bike's not good. I just got rid of it. Yeah. You know,
When something happens to your bike, it puts you down no matter what. You might find in a week's time, you're going to do that for a while.
yeah, you know what? If it's reliable, if it's working, yeah.
The only thing you might want on it is slightly, slightly. But,
The tyres need doing, definitely.
both tyres definitely need that
I think it's both sides. I think it's flat one as well. Yeah, that back one's got nothing on it. That's done.
It's just the cracking, that's all. But even then, don't do it until next MOT. That's all. That's fun. It's good quality.
I thought I was going to get bigger.
Can you get round that fan?
Yeah, so I get out of the way.
So we're just test riding the Bandit 400. It's still a touch smoky, but the oil was so high originally. I think the oil's kind of clearing through the system. There'll be a touch in the exhaust. It definitely fouled the last spark plugs. Sounds nice.
Amazing.
Normal?
Gone perfectly.
Great.
The gear selector on it, though.
The what?
The gear selector on it. Like
What?
it plunges to place. You can't tell if you change gear or not.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's alright then. You can once you're like a little bit into it. Yeah. It works, though. Well, start.
Good. It's got quite a nice tone. When it gets higher in the revs,
1,000 RPM.
it's got a bit of a...
It's good fun, man. It's not bad. I really wanted a ZXR 400. That was my bike, man. If I could have got hold of one of those.
Yeah,
I love those things.
yeah, they are nice bikes.
They become
CBR
connected.
400,
Yeah.
GSX 400.
All those 400s.
Yeah. So that the 400 Bandit's gone now. It we got lucky. We got lucky with that one. I got lots of help. I asked people kind of what method they felt was best, and the method that we chose worked. Very lucky. We also changed out the middle two spark plugs, which came out fine. So it goes to show you, you're not completely screwed if something like that happens, even though you Google it and YouTube it and it will say, oh my god, you're screwed. You're not. Actually, there are things you can try, and I think sometimes it's worth trying things. If you think you're screwed anyway, then get it to someone who can help, or try yourself. Google it. Google stuff that's actually helpful though, not just people saying it's ruined, and give it a shot. That shows you there 2 broken spark plugs. If you asked me last weekend if I'd mess with an engine that had 2 broken spark plugs, I would have said no. I wouldn't have even considered it. But if you're willing to bring your bike to me and you realise the engine's wrecked anyway and we can't really do too much harm, then we'll do that. It's always worth a shot. So that's it. So they've gone home quite happy. The bike was smoky. If you noticed, the bike was smoky. We'd been spraying WD-40 down into the cylinders. That will definitely be WD-40 burning off. It might take a few days to burn off. And the oil was way overfilled, so the oil would have also been going through that system. It would have been squeezing past the pistons and the rings, and it's probably what failed the spark plugs to start with, causing troublesome starting up of the bike. I believe that bike's good and strong and ready to go now. I believe it's got years left in it. They're not overly great bikes. They're very weak engines, but I think it's nice. It's nice for a smaller person maybe. I love Bandits. Never had a 400, never felt the need for one. But the main thing here is that someone's got their bike back on the road quite quickly, cheaply, and they're happy. So always really glad to be helping out. I've got my new 125 project coming tomorrow. By the time I get back from work it'll be dark, but I'll try and give you a quick shot of it. It's basically the same bike I had last week. It's the Somtes Mantis 125, whatever it's called, and it's had some sort of frontal damage, so I'll show you that tomorrow. As always, give it a thumbs up please, my videos, subscribe, that's always helpful. Keep chatting to me, and if you have a project out there that you'd really like help with, let me know.